Wagon takes off later in the morning. They allow everybody to get some good sleep after what had happened the night before. But it probably about a 4-hour late start, and no one complains about it. Everybody needs it. I mean, everybody's pretty on edge. A lot of restless sleep.
Yeah.
But I mean, you still got plenty of daylight to travel on. So you're setting up a question. Okay. Obviously, you, Luta, and Vesper, one of you are on each side of the wagon.
Yeah.
So one of you's the right, one of you's the left. Now, what about you, Roland and Nord? Do you do this two separate on each side of the wagon, or?
I figured I was probably riding behind the wagon on my new horse that I got.
Oh fuck, that's right. I forget that you did that. Okay, that's cool. Never mind. That's okay. That matters.
If it's within possible pace, I'll be patrolling up and down the caravan.
You can do that. No one's stopping you because commoners and travelers, they do that. They just walk around and talk to people. I mean, it's not uncommon. So,
Keep an eye out for some eyeball girl there, what I keeps talking about.
okay, roll me D8. See where you're at right now.
3.
3. So you are walking by on wagon 6 of all wagons. Luda, Vesper, roll me a perception.
I got a 4.
10.
Good enough to see it, but it's not good enough to hear what's going on. So you're walking, and the sun catches a reflection on the wagon, and you look over, and Longnose has this extremely nice necklace. And you can't hear what's going on, but you see concern on Grizzly Jones' face, and he's leaning over whispering to him, but you can't see him, and Longnose is just like looking at him like he's confused, but he's got this really nice necklace.
I go tell Vesper about what I seen. I'd be like, all that jewelry and the coin was on the ground earlier. I think Longnose might have picked something up. He's trying to give it to Grizzly.
We need to tell Grizzly that needs to be tucked away.
We'll go talk to Grizzly and tell him I thought that necklace, and it looked similar to the ones that was in the carriages in front of us.
So, well, he didn't know that there was treasure in there either.
Well, I'll tell him, I'll be like, you remember we were telling you about the raids in the south?
Yeah.
Okay, so these people are obviously raiding towns, moving paintings, coins, jewelry, and they're moving it somewhere, and they keep heading north. So we're kind of tracking some of those stolen goods, and that necklace is probably a bad thing to be flashing around if it came from some stolen goods that are on this caravan.
He's like, well, I was just explaining to him that he needed to return it. Longnose told him he got it from the wagon 4 wagons ahead of you, and you would know that was the one you inspected that was pretty busted up, and you've seen all the coins and stuff coming out of it.
Wagon number 8.
And Longnose is like, they'll never know.
They probably will never know, and
And-
right now I think it's best to keep it under wraps.
Grizzly's was trying to talk to him into giving it back. But now you guys are talking this, and you can see now you've got Grizzly very concerned.
It's reason to be
Grizzly
concerned.
has not lied to us yet about
You see, I've
anything.
never been here
I
through
trust
talks.
Grizzly because he's been
Yeah.
teaching me how to hunt stuff on downtime, and we
Yeah.
get to know each
Just-
other, I'm sure.
If I had
I'm
been a
along
pretty
for
dog, I would have
good.
just told him everything.
I'm not going to tell him everything
I don't want to
yet,
tell him everything. Like, I
but
mean,
I will tell Grizzly that
Or just straight would have just told him
the
everything.
men up there on them caravans that he got that necklace from,
He has a bear.
they work with the raiders.
I said that they were
What wagon did I tell you you were by?
6.
6.
Okay.
No, wait.
No, I know it was
Yeah,
a 6.
6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 6 and 2 mixed up.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead,
I
Devin.
remember I was by
I was telling him the people in that caravan, they work for we don't know, and we can't stop them because caravan law. But I am positive they work with the raiders that took all this stuff because
once we get
they're
into-
scared of the raiders. I've heard them say it
Once we
multiple
get to the
times.
city, we'll have it investigated.
Okay, so see, this is really causing him concern because if you're after these guys and my little friend has stuff they're looking for, I mean, now I'm a target.
Well, just maybe take it and just toss it into the woods.
Roll me perception. Or visual.
6.
6. Are you talking to these guys?
The orcs?
No, this is the Data family is who you're talking to.
Oh, I thought it was.
The orc one is the one behind you right now,
Okay.
where you're at. It's the Data family.
Just check in, make sure everything's fine.
Oh, they're very, very nice people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they don't seem like they cause you any harm. I mean, you can conversate with them if you want.
Yeah.
Or you just ask it and just going about your business.
If they're pleasant enough people, I'll talk to them for a minute.
Okay. How long are you going to stay there?
Like 30 minutes.
Okay. It's long enough to know because it's not hard to see. You notice their son,
Yeah.
who introduces himself as Grevelar, Daydove. That was the elf that
Yeah.
you know that left. You notice he keeps looking over his shoulder backwards.
And he's the one I told you about. I think we should.
He's the one that told you that
Yeah.
you guys should try to get friends with. This is the group. And you notice he keeps looking back over his shoulder, but you can't really make out what he's looking for. But you do notice he keeps, like, every now and then he'll look back and he just keeps talking to you.
I lean in and whisper, "Are you okay, boy?"
The giants got me spooked.
Hey. They do that to you, especially if it's the first time.
You got a let's see here. Insight. You want some insight on it?
I am proficient in insight. I never had a roller before.
Well, you're gonna get to today, buddy.
10.
Well, I beat you by 1. I got an 11. You don't think you believe him? I mean, it's obvious to be spooked by giants.
Oh, why not? Matilda here will protect us, and I pat my gun, which I'm now keeping while I walk around in case something attacks.
Okay. Roland, just still do your business behind the horse. So, Luta and Vesper, you guys have to figure out what you're wanting to do with this necklace.
She's friendly with the
Roland, you do realize there's something going on. I mean, they're like, I would say you're probably hanging on to the side of the wagon, like rocking side to the wagon to be slowed up.
Yeah.
You can tell there's a conversation going on.
I'd probably ride up at the point where it looks like there's something going on.
Okay, so what do you hear what's going on here?
I hear about the necklace and everything.
I mean, when you look inside, you
As
see that
long as
long
it's
nose
missing,
has a
they're
light
gonna be
between his
suspicious
legs,
looking around
so
to
it's
see.
blocked by the front of the wagon.
If they know it's missing, they're going to be
Roll speak
suspicious.
my-
There's a lot in
Speak
that
up.
crate.
Yeah.
I know that
You need to
something just
return
didn't
that.
get caught on the giant's foot or something.
I don't think they had time to count everything. I think we should drop it.
Roland just told him he needs to return it.
But
How you guys are talking to yourself, but that's what he just told me.
I think it's dangerous if he tries to return
if he
it.
tries to return it, they're going to be like, "Oh shit, somebody found out," and then it's going to put a target on us. Even
But
more.
the master
If the
lies,
group has
the
been
bard,
I'm
we
also
say,
lawful.
hey, you drop this and hand it to the kid, and get in good with the kid.
What if we just act like we don't know who it came from, and we'll say that there was something found?
But to be fair, you know it came from the kid.
Well, I know, but if we're just like, hey, this was back there during the attack, you know. does
If
it
I
belong
single
to
myself out
anybody?
and I bring this back to them, they're going to target me, and that's going to be an advantage because all you guys can always
I
watch
will
my
bring it
back.
back to him, give it to me when I get back.
Remember that?
We can just act like we don't know which wagon it
Or
goes on.
you give it to me next time we stop. I can be like,
Or it could be a
I was
dickhead.
the one- I
and
was
I
the
could go
one
to every
following
trailer
along in
and
the very
say these
back,
three
so I
for
could be
last,
like,
asking if somebody
this
lost a
fell off
necklace.
This fell off the caravan while we were traveling. Who does
Is
it
that
belong?
everybody
Exactly,
would
like, who
know?
does it belong to? Like,
Yeah, just do it. I like that.
like,
They
that's
will
what I'm
all
saying.
say me.
So act like well, if they all say me, well, then it belongs to nobody, and then when we get to town, we'll figure it out then.
Well, he's a paladin, and if they
So
do
much
target
room.
him, we're going to be able to
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
his back.
It's on the truth.
Okay,
I was
so
going for.
when are you gonna do this?
When we all pull off to make camp,
Okay, for the
and
night.
everybody gets ready,
You're gonna ask.
I'm gonna
In front of everybody.
He's gonna zone the truth it.
zone of truth it and ask, who does this belong to? It fell off. Well, I can't say that. I'd be lying in the zone of truth.
Yeah.
Just say,
Can you
our
guys?
And you gotta cast a spell, so people's gonna watch you cast a spell.
Zone of truth means whoever it really belongs to is the only one who's really going to be able
Stand
to
behind
step
everybody.
up and
That's
say
the only
something.
truth. She asks
So-
who it is.
So it's like making sure that it goes back to who it belongs to, not to anybody that just happens to step forward. Oh, that's mine.
They'll all be lying.
I'm sure they would understand that.
Yeah, and say that before you cast the spell, so then you can go ahead and.
That way everybody knows.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So we break camp.
This is gonna be interesting.
Do you just go from wagon to wagon, or you just make yourself known to everybody, like loudly?
Probably loudly, I think.
I would prefer to, make myself
trying to get
known
everybody's
the way,
attention.
So, say it.
excuse me, everybody, going up.
Are you doing that with a necklace in your hand
No.
so everybody sees it?
You should.
Okay.
I need the
Get
attention
everybody
of the wagon masters,
Say it like a
people
man
in
of boy.
control of each wagon. I don't know what the word that is.
That's master.
I pull them all aside and explain to them, I'm going to cast a spell called Zone of Truth. I need a truthful answer from one of you. Do they agree? Anybody protest?
No, not really. Because no one knows what you're doing. I mean, you're gonna have to show that necklace to get people to. You just want to cast a spell.
Well, then,
I'm going to inform them I found something that fell off the wagon. I'm not going to show them what it is yet, but whoever it really belongs to will be the only one to be able to speak, say so inside the Zone of Truth.
Yeah, you look around to the merchants because really there's a wall here, and you see a lot of head shaking. Like, yeah, go for it.
All right, I'll cast the Zone of Truth. I'll pull out the necklace. Who does it belong to? Step forward and claim it.
You see a lot of eyes go real wide at this necklace. Like,
Does this
whoa, because
necklace
that's a
look
fortune. Everybody just kind of looks around at each other. And everybody's like shaking their head. One guy speaks up. He's a human. Onan Evanmore. He's like, maybe one of the giants dropped it.
so that means it's the paladin's loot.
No one's disagreeing with that. It's in his hands. I mean, if
If a giant dropped it,
yeah,
it
it'd
doesn't
be
belong to
finders
anybody.
keepers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and you gotta see, right? Everybody's like shaking their head. Well, yeah, I mean,
Well, if you don't want it, I'll take it because I don't know anything about it.
Well, it's the paladins, and if nobody lost it,
Well, granted, the head giants don't usually walk around that something like that.
Thank you for your time. Have a good meal.
Right, so now we have a problem with trailer 8, 7, and 6.
and now I'm going to tell you.
And they think it's me that's got it.
Yeah.
So they ain't got to worry about it.
they don't think it's you.
They
They
know
know
it's
it's
you.
Yeah, they ain't got to worry about it. Grizzly ain't got to worry about them targeting him anymore.
Because they're not associated with any wagon.
And I'm already I've been behind the whole fucking time.
I bet Long Nose is pissed. How you going to rip him that long? He's like, I found it, motherfucker.
Hey, that's very true. Yeah, you
Who
can
said I
get
wouldn't
You
give
can
it
get back to him. I mean, yeah.
So,
I just
Like, he
to
knows
see
to
him
come
be
off one of those
embarrassed.
trailers. Longno said he found it on one of those
yeah.
trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody claimed it.
Nobody
Now,
claimed
when a
it. I'm not
40-year-old
going to claim it
elf
because it's
like-
obviously not mine.
And I don't think
Like
Long Nose is going to be the
young teens or
person to
something.
take.
Yeah, he's a young elf. I mean, you gotta think, usually elves, I would think between like the ages of like 50 to damn near 600-700, probably don't age much.
When
So,
we get something on to impress the kid,
uh-huh.
boy, wanna go do something fun?
like a rapist.
He tells you,
Great man.
no, I gotta help guard the caravan with my parents. And his parents are like, yeah, he's spooked of giants, we don't want him leaving anywhere.
Oh, I was gonna teach him how to fight a Matilda.
They look at you crazy because they've already seen you shoot that.
They're like, we don't want him anywhere near that shit.
So, found this treasure, no one claims it, but you have an idea of now where it came. My next planned event is 3 days from now, so if there's anything you guys want to do in 3 days, I know you had said maybe you wanted to get in good with this family.
Man, I really think that'd be a good idea to try. Because we're not associated. We talked to Roland, but he's not on our caravan.
Yeah.
So if he is a target, maybe they think they can befriend us. They find out what Roland knows.
Seeing how I was near the kid during the whole Zone of Truth event, would I have seen his reaction?
What?
The kids.
He
Well,
did
I mean,
Well, a lot of people got wide-eyed, he said, but I don't. know if the kid did.
I'm starting to think these people
That's
might
what I was
not know
asking,
what's
did
on
the
their
kid
wagon.
fidget a little? Or,
Exactly.
you know, was there something
Fair
there?
enough. That's a
Well,
good point.
When you thought
They
the
might
kid kept
not
going
know.
this, looking over his
Just
shoulder,
the
looking over his
family, I
shoulder,
don't think the
and all of a
family's
sudden they
probably
found out the
working
necklace was
cultists
missing.
necessarily.
Maybe he was getting blamed for losing it.
Maybe they were blackmailed into doing this job to carry these goods or something.
You know what's correct? I want to see if the wizard wants to go through my gun.
The wizard,
Yeah.
well, like on downtime,
Yeah.
he's interested in it
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
it's just,
He definitely
So,
has.
I
to
mean,
wear-
he's like, is this going to get violent?
Hold on, I'm just bored. It might hurt a tree or a few.
Okay, he'll go with it because he's really interested in it. So, what are you gonna tell him about it?
This is the prototype I originally made. It was perfected with a friend of mine before he died.
He has to hold it. Take a look at it.
Sure.
Okay, he's gonna look at it. You keep going on. Tell him.
This specific one I made before I lost me home. It helped me through the times, but towards the end it kind of, around my face, backfired a bit. It's been perfected since then, but Perry had to help me.
He asked you, Perry,
He was
the halfling in your wagon back there.
no, he was a gnome from Mirabah. He, sword was lost to me, so to speak.
He gives you his condolences. It's the first sign of kindness you have seen from him yet.
I thank you.
So, you go on, continue to talk about this. You either give me diplomacy, not charisma.
It's 12 plus 4. 16.
I'm gonna say over these next 3 days, you guys start to really get along. Talk about this gun,
I'll teach him how to fire.
magic. Yeah, he would like that a lot.
You actually have to study magic in order for it to fire.
Yeah, that's why he's really very, very curious about it. So in the next 3 days, you start getting along with Varys. Anybody else? You're gonna not do the whole invite them over during camp thing?
Well, I mean,
I don't know we was
personally,
gonna try to do that.
if we go hunting, we get like, a few rabbits or something, maybe we can invite the family over to have
Yeah, I like that idea a lot better. Get some
have some
food
supper,
first.
Yeah. And,
Okay. So maybe, what day are you gonna do this on?
I mean, if we're pretty lucky on our first day, get maybe 3 or 4 rabbits, invite them over, maybe have some stew or something.
Alright, who's gonna invite them?
I guess we can both go over there and
Yeah.
invite them. Just tell them, hey, we got some rabbit stew over here.
Anybody, either one of you object to this?
No, it's just out in the mid.
Okay. Roll me diplomacy. One of you.
You do it.
I was waiting for that. You do it. You're the guy with the high
Diplomacy is
charisma.
now deception now, right? Or is it?
No, I got plus 6.
Diplomacy, persuasion. Persuasion.
Before I added ability.
Okay.
It's gonna take you forever to use the house.
And half my level. So I got a 2 and charisma plus 5. 13.
Man,
Maybe I made some fresh bread.
they
Fresh baked bread.
Unbutton your shirt.
they appreciate the offer, but they don't want to leave their wagon by itself.
Well, we can bring some bows over and sit here and talk.
What about your wagon?
Roland and Word.
That's out in the woods shooting at
Yeah, he's just out of the distance, with this.
We're not that
Varys.
far from there, and Roland's back there he can stay back.
You look back and say, Roland probably, and you notice that Roland is talking to his horse.
Okay, that's cool. I'd be like, hey
Don't
Roland.
work for our caravan.
Just ignoring you.
But we did talk to Grizzly,
it's
and we're
part
not
of
that
the
far from
fine
the wagon.
state.
If shit goes
You can
down, we can
understand
get
one
back there
language.
pretty quick, right? I mean, what, we're 3 wagons ahead?
Yeah.
I don't think Grizzly would have a problem with it.
The husband is just like, man, I don't know, and eventually the wife talks a bit to him. So yeah, go ahead, bring Coney's over, and we'll make some stew. We'll enjoy each other's company.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
Okay. So bring your Coney's, skin them, put them in a stew. type of conversation you gonna strike up with these guys?
How many days has this been since the giant incident?
This is 2 days from that time, actually.
Okay, how long do I think it would take Arturius to make it to Waterdeep and back?
It's gonna take a while. You're not even a month out, so. You
Reason I
don't,
ask is
I will,
so know
you will know when your bird comes back, don't worry about
I'm
that.
gonna cook these rabbits up.
I'll cook them.
Got a really high score in that.
I actually using that.
I've already got all that planned out, just don't
Tell them
worry.
this is the way I used to cook it back in, I don't know if I don't
Just
know
can't
it from-
factor in like weather and
Yeah.
stuff like that for your bird.
That's the way we used to cook it back in camp. 12.
It's not bad.
That's not bad.
Decent.
Yeah.
It's probably better than roasted turnip
Yeah.
and jerky and stuff. So, they're gonna ask, where you from? You know, just first time ever being on a caravan.
Where did we come from? Not where we're from, but where
I'm
we...
from Green Nest. I come from Green Nest.
From Greenest.
I told them I'm originally from Boulder's Gate.
Okay.
I'm trying to be not lying, but as naive as possible.
Roll me a deception.
I am from...
Well, I'm not really lying.
But you're not from Greenest, really.
Yeah, but I was mostly in Green Nest.
When everything happened.
You just read the name of the other town.
Well, you know, I'll just be like, well, you know, I moved around a lot as a child.
Fair enough.
And
My mind just went to a different place.
Okay, what?
I was where you from.
I tell them I'm from Boulder's Gate. I said my mother and father used to run a jewelry shop. I totally forgot about that. And they got that necklace.
Oh, and Saria, she hope you know, she's like, oh, really? They craft fine jewelry, maybe like the one the horseman had.
Yes, that's I actually know quite a bit about jewelry. I ain't in my stat, but I tell them like all the metal it's made out of and the different and why it sparkles so much in the sun and why it's very expensive and they can't. He got lucky he found it. Like I tell them the whole 9 yards. Like
He gets into this. Like it's like a 2-hour conversation to swamp.
I said, once my days of adventuring are over, I'm going to bring the shop back and continue to run it as I did for 200 years prior.
And Folis is like, well, maybe one day we'll stop by and I'll buy my wife something nice.
Or I could make her something.
Oh,
Anything you can
she
imagine.
would love that. So,
I show her some of my jewelry I have that nobody ever asked about.
oh, hey.
I have different pieces on, like rings and stuff.
You got a ring that catches her eye, and she asks, would you be willing to part with that? Maybe sell it?
I could maybe make one of these when I get back home, but I cannot sell it. It's a family heirloom.
She understands that.
They say it keeps me safe.
Protection.
So, what about you? What do you do for a living besides guard caravans? But I guess you've introduced yourselves,
Yeah.
name-wise, right?
I show them that I'm a performer now.
We're about to get to that.
Okay.
So.
Basically, you know, I just do odd jobs here and there. I've helped Ord over there in his shop, you know, clean around. I don't really forge, but just odd jobs here and there.
But you've never really had helped Word. You worked for the guy that Ward hated.
Yeah,
Just tell them they're
Yeah,
scout.
clean up.
They lie.
But you're spinning some lies.
I mean, they're not big. I mean, I do odd
But I
jobs.
still
I'm a
need-
rogue.
Yeah, but I
Odd job.
want some deceptions.
Okay. Okay.
Trying so hard not to die.
Man, I got -1. That's why I don't want to do it.
That's not bad.
13.
It's not bad. Okay. You know, they're going to talk to you about, you know, they're bringing rugs in from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep and stuff like that.
From Baldur's Gate?
To Waterdeep, yeah.
So they were up from my original place.
Yeah. You know,
So they definitely know I'm not lying.
yeah.
They're elves. They might know your parents.
If you was to name drop your parents' jewelry shop, they may even
I think it's J&K
Yeah, I
jewelry.
think it's Jane Jewelry is what you told me. But,
How long have you guys lived in Baldur's Gate?
all their lives. You know, and their plan is to, you know, eventually get back, you know, to the elven homeland one day and, you know, hopefully sit up there.
Yeah.
I told them this. So you know the college I went to, my Arctic school, Baldur's Gate.
Maybe, I don't know.
I bring it up.
Are you trying to figure out anything from these guys?
I'm trying to gain their trust right now.
Just becoming friends with them.
Okay. Okay, roll me charisma,
Hey,
Not good.
Well, you're trying to become friends.
20.
Yeah, 30.
You leave a good impression on these guys, you know, and eventually you guys gotta get back,
Yeah.
charge your wagon and whatnot. I mean, eventually you're gonna have to start sleeping.
Yeah.
So, but you leave a good impression on this family tonight. You've made good friends with Varys. Roland, did you give the necklace back to Longnose?
Something I was gonna talk about. Yeah, I'm gonna give it back to him, but I'm gonna make sure it's in private.
It's in private. All right.
So I want to keep whatever attention I drew.
I love
But-
how words oblivious about 90% of things I do.
It's his.
Okay. Roll me perception.
9.
Okay. You give him back the necklace, which he is very happy about. And as soon as you give it to him, he goes, and he starts looking at it and puts it around his neck.
I'm gonna tell him before you leave this area, make sure you hide that. Don't let anybody see you have that.
He looks at you and Grizzly goes, and he puts it in a bag on his side. Unless you got anything you guys want to do the next 3 days?
Now, before we leave our dinner party, I will say, maybe next time we meet up, I can play you a few tunes.
They would love that. That way they think that would be better than the guy up front randomly just singing loudly. Remember? That's what that
Yeah,
guy
he
does.
keeps doing that.
Tell her my tunes can wake you up or put you to sleep.
I think it would bring a wellness to everybody if you maybe just got everybody's attention and played.
Until next time we meet up, I shall do so.
Okay, so over the next 3 days,
That totally sounds like they're trying to
Okay.
put a distraction out.
the next 3 days, you break bread with this family throughout the night. You and Varless start to become friends.
Start telling
Very
him how
soon.
I was briefly a wizard's apprentice. That's what got me into magic.
Oh yeah, and he's telling you about his studies and whatnot. You, I would assume, are keeping an eye on Longnose and whatnot. I need everybody to roll me perception visual. You give yourself advantage. And roll one.
Come on.
I haven't did that in a while.
10.
10.
I've been it back.
Throughout these 3 days, between especially wagon 7, for the most part, you notice now and then they keep looking back in your wagon's direction. So
Wagon 7 is the one.
wagon
we're
7,
looking at?
yeah, that's the one. Female dwarf. That's the one that barely took any damage besides the wagon in front of you guys.
When I'm telling you about them, I said, wait a
Did they
second.
notice that I've seen them looking?
Yeah,
Remember, Roland, I have told you
I'll,
that 7 has
but
glasses on it.
the 2 guards, which is a half orc, a male half orc, and a male dwarf, they don't care that you see them staring. I mean, they look at you. You kind of get the impression like they're daring you. Like,
I'll ride up to them and I'll say good day twice, once in orc and once in dwarven.
The dwarf,
I'll be very polite about it.
the dwarf just kind of bows his head, very somberly, doesn't say anything, and the orc tells you, mind your business, keep on.
I am. And I smile at him.
No, you should be like Jar Jar Binks. How?
Ow!
No.
You just act like Jar Jar being the most badass Sith Lord ever, you know?
The
Jar Jar the Paladin.